What's up, everyone? Chris here. Hope you guys are well and glad to be back with another video. So, you clicked on this because you may be struggling with landing your first client. And look, I was in your shoes about 3 months ago, and I'm here to tell you you're closer than you think. Seriously. So, let's get into it. Look, the truth is, most copywriters or most beginner copywriters make this way harder than it needs to be, right? You don't really need a huge portfolio. You don't need years of experience. You just need this one simple shift. Look at who's around in your network, right? And what I mean by this, ask yourself this. Who do you already know that has a business? Is it friends, family, coworkers, former coworkers, anyone who could use your skill that you're building or that you have to help grow their brand or business. And here's where I'll probably contradict myself about, my past advice about niching down, right? But for example, if you know someone who's in the real estate world or in the real estate field, right? They're a real estate agent, right? And maybe they need help with email marketing for, I don't know, promoting the houses that they're selling, right? Or they need social media management and they need help with content creation, et cetera, right? But you want to write for, tech companies, health companies, or brands, or like, I don't know, dog toys, cat toys, pet toys in general, right? This is what I'll say, still pursue it, right? And why? Because it's going to be able and allow you to build your skill, but most importantly, build your confidence. So push for that, pursue it, right? Ask people around your network, see if there's opportunity, and then just offer your services and just hold a conversation with them, right? Now, if you're someone like me, right, where I did ask around, no one really had any sort of businesses. Everybody had like a 9 to 5. So this is what I'll suggest. Make a list of 50 brands, right? Small brands though, right? So I did around like 350, 300 followers to like 1,000, even sometimes like 2,000 followers. And just look for signs that they're making money, right? And what I mean by this is, do they have reviews? Do they have testimonials? Are they running ads, right? Are they posting constantly, right? Just keep this in mind and keep these things in mind when you're looking and kind of prospecting in a way, because you'll be able to indicate that they're somewhat spending money or trying to, obviously push for more sales or just generate more income at the end of the day, right? So this is where you come in, right? Create a mini audit for them, right? So for example, what I do is I'll go through a brand, I'll take a look at their website, take a look at their website copy, but most importantly, I take a look if they have a pop-up, right? Or do any sort of email marketing, right? I sign up to their newsletter. If I get an email, right, from them, I check it out, I audit it, I see what could be improved, and I basically give them a better version of that, right? Then I reach out saying, hey, I noticed X, Y, and Z on your website. I'm a copywriter. These are some suggestions and tips I think would be helpful for you and would be able to generate more revenue or income for you. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. And if you get any results, would love to have a conversation later on, right? But the whole moral of this thing is to just be transparent, right? Reach out, have a conversation with them, right? And, another approach that you could do with this, and this is what I did, is when you're reaching out with them, just be honest, right? Say, hey, I've been learning this skill for the last 2 months, right? I've been diving into it like crazy. I've been studying it. I've been mentored. I have people around me who are successful. All I would ask in exchange to kind of work with you, right, is a testimonial or some sort of case study that I could build for my business or for my brand, right? And just allow to help you out and help your brand and your business, right? In most cases, this is a no brainer for them. Why? Because you're basically offering them free help with something they're struggling with, and they don't have to pay you anything, right? Um, but basically, you get your foot in the door, right? Then it allows yourself to have the opportunity to kind of apply the skill set that you've been studying for the last month, 2 month, 3 months, right? And just get results for them, right? You'll get results, right? You'll get rewarded. And what I mean by that is it could be maybe a one time fee, later down the line, right? Maybe in month 2, month 3, they say, hey, you've actually generated a lot of money for us. Let me give you 10% of what you've produced for us, right? That's a win, right? Or maybe you have a conversation and you create a small retainer with them, right? It could be 350, 500, right? Or even smaller than that, right? Whatever you're comfortable with, right? Just always don't try to push for too much or too high of a number, right? Or eventually it could turn into maybe a rev share model, which is, there's some positives to it, right, and some negatives, but at the end of the day, you're in control of how much revenue they can generate. So if you're doing well for them and generating a lot, you'll do well for yourself, right? So no matter what, in this case, you win, right? Because you're making a little bit of money, right? You're getting hands-on experience, you're getting real results, right? And you're able to build a case study and get a testimonial from the business owner, right? That's a triple, quadruple whammy right there, right? But obviously, what I do want to take note of, or actually tell you guys, or I would say a disclaimer to some extent, is don't be offering your services if you've just learned, it's been your first week, basically, right? Take time to digest the information, study the craft, study the skill, read books, go on YouTube, right? I'll be posting more videos as well to that will help you improve as a copywriter. When those come out, I would appreciate it if you watch them, right? But there's other great YouTubers out there that talk about copywriting, right? Just take in as much information as you can and just become an expert, right? So I would definitely stay away from doing this if you're on week 1 or week 2 of learning this skill, right? I would say give yourself at least 30 days, even 45 days of like learning the skill and just writing daily, right? Reading daily, digesting um, ads, sales letters, emails, you name it, and just understanding what makes great copy and what makes your skill great, right? And then go out there and have those conversations with those people, right? You want to make sure you're comfortable and you're confident enough to deliver these results to them. So you still have a lot to learn at the end of the day, right? I do too, right? But once you get that first win, everything changes, right? You're able to have conversations with other brands and say, hey, I was able to produce X, Y, and Z for this brand. I would love to do the same thing for you. Would you be open to having a quick conversation, right? And then that opens doors. And then also, maybe the brand that you helped out, they have referrals, right? Word of mouth is very powerful. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I just want to be quick, kind of share you some couple tips and tricks and I guess advice at the end of the day of how much closer you actually are to landing your client or your first client, right? Free or paid, right? But if you're serious about landing your first client, right? Follow this advice. Go take it on for like a month or two, right? Apply it and see what happens, right? Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, comment with any questions you may have, and see you in the next video. Peace.